Hey guys, this video I'm going to show you the new Apple TV which I just picked up today. So this is what the box looks like. It's a black box, and on the back it actually tells you that it's a 64 gigabyte. If I can just get the focus, it's a 64 gigabyte model, and this just came out today. So I've been waiting a while for this to come out. I've lost the focus again, so anyway, let's take a look. So this is Apple TV, and just for reference, here is the old Apple TV. You can sort of see the thickness of it. So that's the old Apple TV, and that's a third generation, so this would basically be a fourth generation. So let's take it out of the box. This is the new Apple TV. You can tell the box is a little thicker than the previous generation. If you get a top-down view like that, you can sort of see the difference, that this one is slightly thicker. Now, if I take off the plastic, so let's remove the plastic. That's interesting. Let's just take this bit off. I'm only using one hand, so there's a bit of plastic around the edge. So let's take that off. Let's put that aside. And there we go. So Apple TV, Apple logo. Just what does it say at the bottom? Okay. Assembled in China and so forth. And if you look at the back, you'll see that it's got the new USB-C port. It's got an HDMI. It's got the socket for the power, as well as the Ethernet LAN port. Now, if you put that back to back with the original model, well, actually, what I'll do is I'll just move it down a little bit so you can see. It might be a little bit dark, but we'll see. You should be able to see that. That's the new one, 64 gig if you remember, and this is the old one. So you can see the old one, optical audio, HDMI, Ethernet, and it's got the older USB port, and this one is the newer USB-C port, which is faster than the previous version. Oh yes, okay, let's go back to the packaging. So inside the packaging you have a remote, so it's that one. So you can sort of see, if you have a look at the previous remote, if I just give me a moment. This is the previous remote, the old silver one. Notice how it's got the, what do you call this thing? Click wheel or something. Right, you can do that. It's about $100 Hong Kong, and this one's worth about 500. So but the thing about this one, it works like a Wii remote. If you're familiar with the Nintendo Wii, you can you know, do movement and so forth for all the games and the apps and things. And that's one thing that distinguishes the new Apple TV from the old one, is that the new one, obviously, you know, it's about 2 or 3 times the price of the original one. This one you can put apps and all sorts of stuff. And you can use this to interact in many different ways. You can use Siri on it. I think there's a microphone somewhere. If you look at the back, it's actually silver on the back and it's black on the front. There's a microphone somewhere where you can actually use Siri to command Apple TV to do things. For example, go on the internet, load an app, find a good movie, and so forth. So you can just put the two remotes together, and that's what you get. If you bought this separately in Hong Kong, let's say you want 2 players for a game, you'd have to pay 588 Hong Kong dollars for this device, and this one's about 100. But because you can't use this as a remote for games, this one would be no good. So we're going to put that there. What else is in the packaging? Let's take a look. So if we take this out, there's Apple TV. I think it's assuming it's an instruction guide. Straightforward. Oh, it's got 2 languages. Oh, it's got 3 languages. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's got. Always get these protective logo things, but In any case, there's a Apple TV. Let's take a look. It's very simple instructions. Yep, pretty straightforward. So you can see all the buttons, all the functions of the new Apple TV controller, what all the buttons do. Oh, and apparently it uses a lightning connector for charging, so you can actually charge it with a lightning cable. That's interesting, because the previous remote, it uses a battery. Okay, it uses a battery. So that's quite useful. All right, let's put that aside, and there is that's a lightning cable, so you can use that to charge this thing. You can also buy an accessory. If you think about the Wii remote, you know how you can get those straps that you can tie it to your wrist, so when you're playing the games, you don't accidentally throw the remote against the wall by accident. You can hold it to your wrist, but it costs about just under 100 Hong Kong dollars. I didn't bother. So, any case, that is your Apple TV, new generation, 4th generation more like, 64 gig. I'm going to plug this up to my TV in just a moment. Oh, I'm absolutely sorry, there's actually one more. There's a power cable here, but I'm going to use the power cable that's already on my TV because I don't want to mess around with the back of the TV too much. So, there you have it. And in a few moments I'm going to set up my new Apple TV with this TV. Okay, bye-bye.